Most of us grew up thinking Megatron was just a power-hungry bucket of bolts. A tyrant who wanted to rule because, well, he's a Decepticon. But Transformers 1 changed the game. It didn't just give us an origin story, it gave us a motive so grounded in betrayal that you honestly start to wonder, was Megatron actually the hero Cybertron needed? Today, we're breaking down the incidents of Transformers 1 and why D16's descent into Megatron wasn't just a villain arc. It was a rational response to a world built on a lie. To understand why Megatron was right, you have to look at what he lost. D16 wasn't a rebel like Orion Pax. He was a believer. He followed protocol, he worked the mines, and he practically worshipped Sentinel Prime. Then came the reveal. Sentinel wasn't just a fake Prime, he was a war criminal. He murdered the Primes, stole the cogs of the unborn, and sold his own people into slavery to the quintessence just to keep his penthouse view. Imagine finding out your god is actually your slave driver. For D16, the system didn't just have a glitch, the system was the glitch. While Orion Pax wanted to fix the government, Megatron realized you can't renovate a building built on a foundation of corpses. You have to burn it down. This is where the Megatron was right camp really finds its footing. Orion Pax, our future Optimus, is a great guy. But in Transformers 1, he is incredibly naive. He wants to expose Sentinel and hope the truth sets everyone free. Megatron's response? Truth is not enough. Think about it. Sentinel had an army, high-tech weaponry, and 50 cycles of propaganda. You don't defeat a planetary dictator with a shaming campaign. Megatron understood that Sentinel's power was kept by force, so it had to be removed by force. When D16 decides to execute Sentinel, he isn't just being mean, he's ensuring that a traitor can never rise again. He's taking the judge, jury, and executioner role because the legal system was a sham designed by the criminal himself. The most telling moment is the name change. He calls his followers Decepticons because they will no longer be deceived. It's a movement born out of a refusal to be lied to. Look at the High Guard. They were the elite protectors of Cybertron, abandoned and left to rot by Sentinel. They didn't follow D16 because he was the scariest, though beating Starscream certainly helped. They followed him because he was the only one with the conviction to say, the Primes failed us. The system failed us. We are the only ones who can protect ourselves. Megatron's philosophy, might makes right, sounds dark. But in a world where the right were murdered by the weak, D16 decided that only the strong could prevent another betrayal. In the end, Megatron is a tragic figure because his rightness cost him his soul. He was right about Sentinel. He was right that the system was broken. But he was wrong to think that Orion Pax was his enemy. Transformers 1 shows us that Megatron didn't start the war because he hated Cybertron. He started it because he loved it too much to let it be lied to ever again. He's the guy who does the dirty work so the heroes can keep their hands clean. And honestly, if I were a cogless miner treated like trash for 50 years, I'd probably be chanting his name too. But what do you think? Was Megatron justified in his execution of Sentinel, or did he take his justice too far? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you want to see more deep dives into why the villains might actually be onto something, hit that subscribe button. Rise up.